Hey, what's up guys? It's Josh here. I'm here with Coach Juice, and we're going to go over this week's muscle minute workout for you. So for this workout, we are going to break things up a little bit differently than maybe you're used to here. We'll go through every section and describe everything, let you know how we're doing as we go along. Are you ready, Juice?
Right.
Okay, so we're going to start with some core work here. We're going to start with some dead bugs. So you're going to go down to the floor. Of course, you can pull one of the blue floors down if you want to here as well. Juice has her feet up like they're resting on a chair here. She's going to push that air out to push her lower back in the floor and feel those abs engage. Now she's going to reach with that opposite arm and leg here, pressing out with that heel, getting it just above the floor, keeping that lower back, pressing the floor, reaching high overhead with that other arm. This other arm's just pointed up at the ceiling the entire time, so this arm and leg are not moving while the others are, and just going back and forth, nice and controlled here. We're going to do that for 40 seconds. Then we're going to do some tall kneeling pull aparts here. So you get both knees on the floor, nice wide stance with those knees, squeeze those glutes tight, driving those hips forward, tuck those ribs, wall up those abs, keep those shoulders down and away from your ears, almost like you're pulling those hands down towards your hips. You're gonna feel this in those rear delts in that upper back area. You get a nice stretch of that chest and through those hip flexors while we activate those glutes. We're gonna go back and forth on those 40 seconds of each, 2 sets, and then we're moving on. So our second group of exercises, we're gonna start in the suspension trainer, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do some 60-second send-off. So you're gonna do each exercise we're gonna show you for a certain number of reps. You have 60 seconds to get it done. If you get it done in 30, that's gonna give you 30 seconds to recover here. We're gonna do 5 sets of this, and then we're gonna move on. So exercise number 1, we're gonna do some triple squats. So it's gonna go lunge, lunge, squat here. Again, step back in that lunge, step back in that lunge, and then into that squat. Now, if you can, we wanna add that power in, so go triple squat jump. So it's lunge jump, squat jump here. You can do 5 of those. So lunge, lunge, squat, that is 1 rep. You're gonna do that 5 times. The second exercise, you're gonna lean back. We're gonna go with some delt flies. So moving plank position. Now Juice is gonna pull those hands up into that Y here, so they're more overhead here, and thinking like that cheerleader pose at the top. Now, you wanna keep those glute squeeze, wall with those abs, toes pulled up towards your knees here. You're gonna do 5, nice and controlled on the way up and on the way down. If you have to bend those arms in order to pull yourself up, you're going a little too heavy. Step out and make it a little bit lighter. We want to think of this as more of a stretch and some activation work here. So 5 triple squats, 5 delt flies, 60 seconds to get it done, 5 rounds of that, and then we're going to move on. So for our muscle minute section of this workout, we're going to have 3 exercises. You're going to do 60 seconds of work with each exercise, about 5 to 10 seconds to switch between. You're going to do 4 sets of each exercise here. So we're going to start on the floor with some push-ups. Again, you can do any push-up variation you'd like here. We're going to show you that traditional push-up here. Down from the toes, squeeze those shoulder blades, push that air out as you press up. You can go down from the toes, lower those knees and press up from the knees. Again, down from the toes, up from the knees. You can also work from your knees here. You can do step out push-up, blast off push-up. You can use the suspension trainer. Whatever variation you want to work here, you're going to do it for 60 seconds. The second exercise, we're going to our Charleston Step Up here. So we're going to get 1 foot planted on the box. Now, Juice has her right foot on the box, which means she's going to drive up with that left knee, step back into that reverse lunge with that right foot here. So the left foot goes down, right foot goes back. Right foot hits the box, left knee's coming up here. Now you can switch at 60 or 30 seconds if you'd like, or you can do 1 full round on one leg and then 1 full round on the other. This is working both legs on every single rep, so it's up to you. You can also hold some weight here at your chest, at your side if you'd like, it's up to you. And then our third exercise here is our dumbbell Arnold press here. So palms facing you, you're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades to open up, press high overhead, pull them back down, and then pull those elbows in. Again, open up, press, pull, bring them back in here, squeezing those shoulder blades. Again, you're gonna go lighter with this weight on this one because those dumbbells are gonna feel really heavy from that position. We're gonna go through those for 4 straight rounds, and then we're moving on. From there, we're gonna go to our finisher. We're gonna do 20-second intervals here, 5 seconds to switch between. We have 3 exercises that we're gonna be working. We're gonna go through them for 5 rounds. Here we go. So exercise number 1, we're gonna start with our side lunges here. You're stepping out, reaching for that toe if you like, popping back over with that leg. Notice how Juice keeps those toes straight ahead here. If you need to, you can go into that sumo squat here, pushing up. Just make sure you're pushing back over with that leg as you step out. You can also do this with the suspension trainer for a little bit more assistance as well. Then we're going down to the floor for some shoulder taps. So push up plank position and just take that hand off the floor, tapping that opposite shoulder. Make sure you keep those hips nice and stable. As you lift that arm, that hip's gonna wanna open up. We don't wanna compensate here. Get those glutes squeezed tight. Push the ground away from you, nice and controlled. You can do this one from your knees if you need to as well, or you can just hold that plank for that 20 seconds. Our third exercise, we're coming back to the suspension trainer, and we're gonna do some rows here. So just some straight rows, leaning straight back, squeeze those shoulder blades, push that air out as you pull. Kneecaps are pulled up toward the hips, glutes are squeezed tight. Every single rep, make sure that you're challenging yourself. If you wanna make this heavier, you step in. If you need to make it a little bit lighter, you just step a little bit further out. Okay, that's our muscle minute workout for this week. Good job, you.